I'm sorry, y'all. So this message is for all my black Americans, the true Americans, my black brothers and sisters. I just want y'all to know I am sorry, man, that white people came to y'all land, stole y'all land, and enslaved y'all. I am sorry about that. There's no doubt about it. That shit was wrong and should have never happened.
How in the hell? I mean, it's an insult to me that you're going to ask me, can you forgive? How long have white people been doing this kind of evil to the darker people in the earth? Since they've been here. And when we make up our mind, we're not taking it no more. Because it's better to be dead than to live under tyranny all the days of your life. This is why America separated from England. The tyranny of King George was too much for them to bear. So what did they do? They decided death is better. So it was Patrick Henry that said, give me liberty or give me death. And until we come up with that kind of mind, I'd rather be dead than to live continuously under this kind of tyranny. And when you think like that, you'll do what is necessary to move the tyrant off of you. With the help of God, we will win if we fight. In your silliness are so forgiving. White folk ain't even asked for forgiveness. I want you to hear me. White folk haven't even acknowledged that they did you wrong. They have not repented for what they did to your fathers and what they're doing to you and what they plan against your future. But God knows their thoughts, their plans, and because he knew them before they came into existence, he planned their destruction before they were born. I want you to hear me. Yeah. How could you forgive the white man for all the evil that he has poured on us even to this very moment of time? How could you forgive him but won't forgive your mother who made a mistake, or your father, or your brother, or your sister? See, we're going to build a nation that's going to live. So death has to come off of us. The death of this world has to come off of us as we wash.
We've recently been witnessing so many white people going on social media and using their platforms to channel the message of forgiveness to black people. They are out there crying, asking for forgiveness from black people for what their system has done to black people and for what them, together with their ancestors, have done to black people. Seemingly, they now understand black people's pain. But is that the truth? Brothers and sisters, this is something that Minister Louis Farrakhan has talked about over and over again, the topic about forgiving white folks. Brothers and sisters, I don't want to say much about this. Let's get to watch these videos and then thereafter we'll probably say something about it. And as you watch these great speeches by Minister Louis Farrakhan, please let me know what your thoughts are concerning all these. Leave a message of support in the comment section so that this video can reach more and more black people. As usual, like this video, hype this video, share this video to a like-minded person, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel for more.
I saw an article that referenced that the FBI, the CIA, and every other government agency of authority should have Louis Farrakhan investigated and arrested because he called for 10,000 people, 10,000 men to come forth to kill white people.
Well, I've been investigated by the FBI. They can go to hell. The CIA right along with them. I don't fear that. If I were like the rest of the Negroes that fear the FBI, the CIA, the IRS, then I would be like them, scratching where I don't itch, bending when I don't have to. No, God is present today. They need to be afraid. I'm talking to the CIA, the FBI, the IRS, the U.S. government. Brother, he said, I tremble for my country when I reflect that God is just and that his justice cannot sleep forever. Well, his justice has awakened, and all over the world, the nations are turning against America. America the Great is falling right before our eyes, and that's why Trump is saying we got to make America great. How? When? Again. Because she's not great today. People are not afraid of her. ISIS and ISIL over there, they want America to send some troops back so they can send them back in body bags. People are not afraid. The world has taken enough of America's evil. So death is sweeter to some than continuing to live under white supremacy and under tyranny. So no, I don't care nothing about them investigating me, or arresting me, or even killing me. But I tell you what, I'll give you a little warning. You killed your last man when you killed Dr. King. You will not get that chance to do that to me. And if it pleases God that you do kill me right after you kill me, all of you gonna die. Because I'm not here by myself. I'm not here of myself. You can see that God must be backing me. Otherwise, where would I get the strength to say and do what I do? No, man, it's our time now. And it's their time to tremble in your boots. And believe me, you will meet the God that backs me 10, 10, 15. It's justice or else. And let me tell you, that man asked, well, what is justice? Let me tell you what justice is and why we don't beg nobody that don't have it in their heart to give us nothing. Justice is the greatest principle of fair dealing. Have we been treated fairly? Have women been treated fairly? Have the soldiers been treated fairly? Have the Native Americans been treated fairly? Have the Mexicans been treated fairly? Have the people overseas under American foreign policy, have they been treated fairly? I don't think so. I know they haven't. Justice, he said, is the greatest principle of law that distinguishes between what is right and what is wrong. Have we been treated with justice in America? Have the Native Americans been treated with justice? Have the Palestinians been treated with justice? Why is there revolution brewing in every country on the earth? The young are rising against their governments. No, I know what justice is, but the justice you got to worry about today is what Elijah Muhammad said, justice is the weapon that God will use in the day of judgment, which is right now. And what is the weapon? As a man soweth, the same shall he also reap. As thou hast done, so shall it be done unto you. Can you handle it when it comes back home? Can you take it when you give it? Can you take it when it comes back to your door? That's the justice that I seek, and I seek it from the God of justice. But I'm coming to Washington with the help of others to lay the case for justice before the world so that the world can see what we are up against and what America is up against. But I'm not dependent on you to do nothing but what you usually do, make promises only to deceive. No, our trust is in God, and he has promised that he will deliver us. He has promised that he will give us a land of our own, and we know he don't break his promise.
So your message to the 10,000 men that you called for?
Oh, yeah, let me get to that. I never said we're going to get 10,000 fearless men who love death rather than continued life under tyranny to kill white people. I'm passionate, but I'm not stupid. Farrakhan wants to start a race war. Hell, you've been killing us ever since we've been here, 460 years. The war has never been on our side. It's always been on the side of white people against the rise of black people. You know that. I know that. I'm not calling us to kill white people, but later when they made this viral all over the world, Farrakhan gonna kill white people, Farrakhan starting a race war, and the terrified Negro said, well, I was going to Washington, but oh Lord, I better stay home because that crazy man, he's gonna take down our flag and all that kind of stuff. Now I wanna dispel that foolishness.
Right here on the Rock Newman Show.
Thank you. The flag of America is a great flag. We respect that flag. No follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad you will ever see desecrating that flag, stomping on that flag, spitting on that flag, burning that flag. It's the flag of a great and sovereign nation. So we respect it because one day we want to be a sovereign nation, an independent nation. So our God has come and he's given us a flag. It's the greatest flag in the universe. It represents the sun, the moon, and the star. And none of you could take it down because none of you had a hand in putting it up. No, we're not trying to take down your flag. But what we are saying, you took down the Confederate flag. That's a symbol. What's the substance? It was treason for South Carolina to break from the Union. Oh, a civil war started. The Confederates lost, but the Confederate flag also lost. So you can keep that. That's a symbol of history that white people in the South are proud of. I don't care nothing about it. You can fly it any way you want because it tells a story. But we didn't just catch hell under Confederate flag. Why the hell are we going to Washington now to talk about injustice? Under what flag are we still suffering? Under what flag were we enslaved? Under what flag were we picking cotton and serving in the South on sharecroppers' property? Under what flag was there 100 years of lynching? Under what flag were we deceived and betrayed and the troops were taken out of the South? Under the Hayes-Tilden agreement. And then we were put back on the plantation as sharecroppers. Under what flag did that happen? Under what flag was Emmett Till killed? Under what flag have we been lynched? All the killings that have happened with the police, what flag do they have on their shoulder as they shoot us down? This is real. I respect your flag, but I can't pledge allegiance to it. I pledge my allegiance to God, and to him, I have it all on him. I have nothing for you. So I can't go nowhere and fight for America. My fight is here. Muhammad Ali said, I can't go to Vietnam. The Viet Congs ain't never called me nigger. We put a black man in the White House and you're treating him like a dog. You call him a nigger. You say he's a Hitler. You say he's a
liar from the well of Congress.
Yeah. So, he knows now that he's nothing to them but a nigger in the White House that they intend to get out. Pardon me for saying it like that, but y'all know I'm telling the truth. What's wrong with most of you black people? You can't say it even though you think it. So I have to say it for you because God has raised me for that purpose. Yes, brother, I respect the flag, and I'm not going out here to kill white people. But listen to what I said. I said, if, hypothetical, the federal government will not intercede on our behalf to give us justice, then we're going to have to rise up and kill those who kill us. Well, if all you white people are trying to kill us, what the hell are you afraid of? It's those that kill us that need to be terrified. We're not getting justice, brother. The law of retaliation is what I quoted. It's in the Bible. It's in the Quran. It is a prescription from God to ease the breast of those who are slain, and the parents and loved ones that have to live after their babies are killed. And nobody goes to court. Nobody has ever gone to prison for what they've done to us. So yeah, I'm bringing 10,000 into the hood. Our community is a cesspool. Giuliani said it right. Y'all talk about white police killing black people, but you all killing each other more than we kill you. He didn't tell a lie. Every weekend we putting our people in hospitals. Every weekend our women can't walk the streets in peace. Our elderly are afraid. Our children are slaughtered. We've got to stop this. How can I go to Washington and you come with me and we talk about what the government is doing, and we are not talking about what we should be doing to bring peace in our own community?
I absolutely wanted to ask you about the responsibility of those in our community.
Well,
how you address that?
We're raising 10,000 fearless. What is their mission? Their mission is to stand in the gap between the guns. No punk could do that. No coward could walk with us and do that. You got to be fearless to walk in between guns of Bloods and Crips and guns of disciples and others killing each other. We love our people. That's our power. No preacher can go in the community and stop this. Reverend said to me a few weeks ago, Farrakhan, if I send my deacon out there, he's not going to get no results. But if you send your people out there, the young will listen. Why is that, Reverend? Because we love our people. We don't go to our people with guns. We don't carry guns. No follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is allowed to carry as much as a penknife. We are a people of peace, but we will fight with those who fight with us. So we're going into the community. But we want 10,000, but we got to train you, brothers, because you're filled with self-hatred. And we cannot allow you to deal with our people with a heart filled with self-hatred. But if you come to us, we will train you, we will teach you so that your heart is filled with love for the people that you're going to serve and the people you're going to protect. And after we train you, we go into that community and make peace between our brothers, set up conflict resolution so that our women and children can play again in the streets and our elderly can walk the streets and feel safe. That's what the 10,000 fearless are for. And I believe there'll be 10,000 rising up in practically every major city who want to help bring peace in our community. But my dear brother, when that happens, you're going to expose the rogue cops. You remember Darren Wilson?
I do.
Darren didn't want to work in no white community. Why you want to work in the black community, Darren? So you can play God with a gun and a badge? So you can arrest black people who have done nothing? So you can kill us at will because you know the prosecutor is your friend, the union is your friend, the chief is not going to stand up. And so you kill us. You rape our women. Oh, yes, you do.
The Darren Wilson, by the way, that you're speaking of, is the gentleman that shot Michael Brown in Ferguson.
Yeah, that's him.
Ferguson,
That's him.
Missouri, right?
That is he. Well, when you shoot us down like that, the prosecutor rigged the grand jury. You know, the grand jury can indict a mouse or anything, a pig, anything that they want to indict. Who the hell wants them to be our judge and we got to go before them for justice? The prosecutors are liars. Look at that judge who came off the bench after they shot my sister, Melissa Williams, and Timothy Russell 137 times. And only one had to go to court, and the judge made sure that he showed where all the bullets went in, and that man walks. No others are indicted. If you and I today say, brother, we ain't got enough money, let's go rob the bank. You get your 45, I'll get my sawed-off shotgun, and we go in, and I'm passionate, as you can see, and I shoot somebody. Now, you in there with me. When they catch me, and I'm going to tell them who was with me. You know, that's what we do. And when you go to court and I go to court, I shot the man, but you were with me. Who goes to jail? Both of us. Who's charged with murder? Both of us. All of those that stood up on that car and shot those people, where are they? Where's the justice? See, that's what I'm talking about, America. That's what I'm talking about, black people. All this crap gotta end, and nobody's gonna end it until we unite like black intelligent men and women should and put a stop to our own evil toward each other and the evil that others practice on us.
We've got 10 minutes left.
Is that all?
That's all. Would you speak about, there is an onslaught of criticism, complaints, attacks against the Black Lives Matter movement.
Oh.
Will they be a part of the October the 10th, 2010, 10-15 march and rally?
October the 10th won't even exist if Black Lives Matter don't have something to say. These are our young people. These are young leaders for the future. They had the courage to say Black Lives Matter. They didn't realize when they said it that it would catch on. But black lives do matter. And so people, white people came to join them, but they had signs, all lives matter. All lives matter. They want to change the narrative. Black lives do matter, and they should never change the narrative. You know why, my brother? Because really in America, it's black lives that don't matter. They're not being killed like us. Hispanics are being killed. Native people are being killed. And some poor people are being killed, white and black, but mainly us. So black lives matter, but do they matter enough to us that we would stop the killing in our own community? Where is black love for black lives that matter? We've got to teach our people out of the ignorance that has been imposed on us. And I close with this. Do you know why black lives matter? And why all black lives should matter? Because all lives that matter with God came from a black mother and a black father that brought all nations, all races into being. We are your mother. We are your father. So if our life don't matter that gave you life, we made you in our likeness. We gave you form and we granted you power over the fowl of the air and the fish of the sea, but it was only for a season, and the season is up.
What's up, beautiful people, and welcome once again to this very interesting episode. Well, I hope you're doing fine wherever you're tuning in from. We've all heard the good message from Minister Farrakhan, and this is one of the best interviews that I've seen so far. In this show or in this episode, he was being interviewed by a white man, and I think the interviewer did a very great job as far as bringing out what the minister had to say to the people. You know, the interviewer gets to ask the questions that he thinks people, or rather his audience, wants to know. And that's exactly what I think he did. And if at all you look at the interview closely, you'll realize that there are so many things that the minister has exposed. And when you look at all these things that he has exposed in relation to forgiving white people, or rather the white race, you'd realize that most of the times that white people come asking for forgiveness, it's not genuine. And if anything, not all white people do ask for forgiveness. If at all there are some whites who do recognize that they did something wrong to black people, then it's only but a very small fraction of white people. Most of the times, they don't care. At least for the most or the larger number of white people. And these, I do stand to be corrected, but I have seen very little to none of white people who come talking about or spreading awareness. Because one thing that we need to agree on is that white people did erase a very huge part of history, not just black history but also their history. So many young white men do not know the kind of atrocities or the seriousness of slavery. They do not know the seriousness and the damages that they did when they colonized Africa and took away all of its resources. They do not know the seriousness of things when we talk about how whites stripped off the names of black people in America, how they stripped off black people's culture, how they tortured black people. They do not understand the weight that comes with all these statements, simply because the history that they have been taught is history that has been sugar-coated, simply because the history that they have been taught in their respective schools is history that has kind of been diluted. And this is not happening by mistake. This is simply something that was orchestrated to happen this way. The system was meant to work this way. Education is not just education in these Western countries, or rather all over the world. Western education is more of indoctrination. And this is something that I have covered previously on this channel on a video by Jen Elliott. You can check out my catalog, please. But of course, after watching this video, education is more of indoctrination and not just education, whereby the system dictates what you're supposed to know and what you're not supposed to know. And I think in this era of the internet, we can do better. All we need is just a little bit of curiosity and then look up on the internet, find these so-called hidden information and then consume them. And I think doing that